There is now a quicker way to get to Platform 9 and 3/4.
Universal Studios is bringing Hogwarts to Hollywood with the grand opening of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. This is See It Live.
Witches, wizards, and muggles lined up for the opening of the brand new Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Good evening. I'm Eitan Wallace.
And I'm Kelly Rinke. The gates of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter opened just before 6:30 this morning, and hundreds of excited fans are there enjoying the magic. The park features Harry Potter-themed restaurants, shops, and craft beverages created just for the new park. The attraction lets visitors walk through Hogsmeade Village. There are also a number of Harry Potter-themed rides, including the Flight of the Hippogriff roller coaster and a Forbidden Journey 3D ride. While fans are excited the park is finally open, some lucky people were able to go into Harry Potter World weeks ago.
Everything was there. Honeydukes, the three broomsticks, butterbeer. It was fantastic. And the ride, you get to go through Hogwarts. I've been on like many different rides. I mean Six Flags, Disneyland, all sorts of places that claim to have like the best rides, and this was the most awesome, most fun ride that I've ever been on.
Tickets for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter sold out days ago. All tickets cost more than $100. Online tickets were $105. Tickets sold at the gate were $115. It cost between $179 and $239 to get front of the line passes, and VIP tickets were almost $300. But the prices didn't deter people from visiting the park. Annenberg Media's Monica Castillo was right in the middle of Universal's newest magical kingdom.
It's raining out in Hogsmeade, but earlier today fans were lined up hours ahead of opening ceremonies to catch a glimpse of some of the cast members of the Harry Potter movies and to be one of the first to experience the new attractions. Now you can only enter the magical world with a timed ticket, so be prepared for long lines if you're planning on visiting soon. But for Harry Potter fans, the wait is well worth it. From Universal Studios in Hollywood, I'm Monica Castillo, Annenberg Media.
Now, Harry Potter wouldn't be anything without the mind behind it all, author J.K. Rowling. Rowling issued a statement today sharing her support of the new Universal Studios Hollywood attraction. Rowling said, quote, "I'm delighted to see the Wizarding World of Harry Potter brought to life in a way that is so close to what I imagined when writing the books. I'm thrilled that Harry Potter fans can now experience the wonderful immersive experience created at Universal Studios Hollywood." And now over to Eitan in the studio.
Thanks, Kelly. The new Harry Potter attraction will likely have an impact on nearby shops and restaurants. Annenberg Media's Michelle Tack shows us how it may spell magic for local businesses.
Today, a spell was cast, opening the gates, welcoming wizards and muggles to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Visitors from all over came to the grand opening of the park's magical attraction, enchanting fans with all this world has to offer.
We're pretty much going to live here now. Every chance we get on our days off, like, we're totally coming here. Yeah, like before school, like, let's go get some butterbeer, like, and then let's go to school. Like, it's really awesome. We're gonna be like Hogwarts students. Yeah.
But just outside of these castle walls, down below, businesses are also experiencing the attraction's magic.
A lot of the restaurants in the area are very excited.
The soft opening has been really good for us. There's been an influx of tourists and some of the people that's coming over from Universal Studios.
There's no reason to not be happy. I don't see how it can actually hurt us. It can only benefit because more people in the area. But time will tell.
The park's new attraction not only has businesses excited, but visitors from all over excited. Universal Studios Hollywood has finally called Aloha Mora, opening its gates to some of the biggest Harry Potter fans.
Word of the opening reached ears far and wide. The MOLONY family came from Australia.
We thought we'd be part of the VIP experience for the Harry Potter ride on the opening day.
And their time there has surpassed their expectations.
Magical.
Amazing.
Reporting for Annenberg Media, I'm Michelle Tack.
And with the opening of Harry Potter World comes the potential for unusually heavy traffic around Universal Studios. Now, I want to give you some context here. Here's USC and University Park right over here near the 110 and the 10. Now, look, as we go up the 101 freeway, it's all red. There is a lot of traffic there, and especially in the Universal City area. there is a lot of traffic. So it just goes to show you that above the time now, which is 6 o'clock, above the normal rush hour, there also is a lot of traffic clearly for this Universal City new ride. It should be a lot of fun for a lot of people there, but if you are in the area, just be careful and avoid it, especially if you're not going to Universal City. And in fact, in an effort to keep the things moving, Metro officials are urging visitors to use public transportation. The Metro Red Line has a stop in Universal City and has constructed a $29 million bridge that takes pedestrians over Lancashire Boulevard and Universal Hollywood Drive so that they do not have to wait for traffic to stop below. The bridge runs between the Metro stop and the Universal Studios shuttle bus stop. And even the rain couldn't stop the magic of the Wizarding World. After nearly 2.5 years of construction, Angelinos finally don't have to travel to Orlando to get a taste of the infamous butterbeer. Harry Potter fans were quick to share the magic of the Wizardly World on Twitter. And I want to go over to Twitter for a moment to show you. Take a look. First of all, Universal Studios posting pictures of their lucky fans. They say, "We heart our happy guests," and they thank them for visiting. It's like guests are already getting into the spirit with their wands there and their fun spirit over there. And Anna actually tweeted, #Wizarding World Hollywood officially open today, but I've already been to this one 5 times. I think I'll wait out the craziness a bit. Interesting. Some people actually were able to get in a little early, so she's referring to that. And finally, Inside the Magic tweeted, "It's raining here and the weather is appropriately European for opening day of #Wizarding World Hollywood." A lot of people in this picture and a lot of different media outlets talking about this, and it's a very fun and exciting atmosphere there, as we saw both in our content here and on Twitter. And here are a few of the tweets that stuck out to us today. One Twitter user tweeted, "The opening was amazing. Bonus, we got a picture with Tom Felton at Uni Studios, #Wizarding World Hollywood, #opening day." And another tweeted, "Is it possible to live inside Harry Potter worlds? Because I would be more than happy to do so." Kelly, over to you.
And we have Hugo Morton, travel industry writer for the LA Times, who's going to tell us a little bit about the impact this new attraction will have at Universal. So it's no joke that this attraction is probably the biggest attraction at Universal Studios. So what kind of impact will that have at Universal Studios?
Well, it's going to be huge because it caps off a series of attractions that Universal has opened up. They've opened up a Transformer ride, Fast and Furious, a Minions ride, and this is the big one. This is the one that they think is going to be the most popular of all their attractions so far.
And in your article earlier today, you said that now with this new attraction, Universal Studios might actually be a rival to Disneyland. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, you know, for years Disneyland was the preeminent theme park in Southern California, and over the past, I don't know, maybe decade, 15 years, Universal has sort of upped their game with their attractions. You know, it started back with Jurassic Park, and their rides are a little more sophisticated, more Disney-like. And now with Harry Potter, I mean, Harry Potter is such a huge brand that experts are saying, you know, they're really going to bump up their attendance, and they may even steal some visitors from Disneyland, which is going to be pretty surprising if it happens.
And we're not only seeing this with Universal Studios and soon with Disneyland with the new Star Wars attraction, but we're also seeing it with Knott's Berry Farm and Legoland also boosting up their attractions. So why now?
It's just, I think, a good time for the economy. The theme park industry realizes people want to spend, people want to travel. We're also getting a lot of visitors from abroad. You know, the Chinese visitors come and they love to spend. So they're just realizing now's the time to put in money and it'll pay off in the end.
And I think something that all people want to know is obviously we're seeing that the prices are pretty high already to go to Harry Potter World. With these new attractions, do we usually see prices with higher demand, prices going up after these attractions open?
Yeah, typically theme parks will raise their prices a little bit right about spring break time because that's when the crowds are going to come. And so far it hasn't deterred people from coming. I mean, Disneyland, you know, their numbers have been going up annually, their prices as well as their attendance. But that doesn't seem to slow people down.
But also with Universal Studios, we're seeing that their attendance is increasing at a faster rate than Disneyland.
Yeah, you can attribute that to all the new rides. I mean, people want to see the newest, freshest ride. And Disneyland hasn't really opened anything big in a long time. They're sort of saving all their money for Star Wars Land. That's going to be huge, and I think once that opens, they're going to steal all the buzz from Universal.
So it's just a flip-flop between both of the studios.
Race, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate it. All right, Eitan, back to you.
Thanks, Kelly. And we have Casey Protas and John KIRWAN from the USC Quidditch team in the studio to give us their take on the Wizarding World. Thank you both for being here. So before we get into the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, first of all, tell us, what is the USC Quidditch team and who is on the team?
So the USC Quidditch team is just kind of like, it's like a mixture of nerds who like really like Harry Potter and athletes who just kind of thought it looked like a really fun sport to play. Or there are people like me who are like a combination of both, but hopefully. And it's just really fun. It's just a group of people who share like a common love for this sport that J.K. Rowling created, and or the real world interpretation of it. And yeah, it's very good.
So we just heard your love for the sport of Quidditch, but what about your love for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter? Why do you care about that so much?
Well, I personally have been a Harry Potter fan for about 15 years now. And I am so excited that we in LA are finally getting a world. And, you know, I was so excited to hear about this a couple years ago. I've actually been to the one in Orlando, and I got to go through being on the Quidditch team. And now, you know, LA is bringing this here, and I just think it's, you know, it's going to be a huge game changer.
So what can we expect over at Universal City?
Well, so it's this full-on immersive experience. You know, you walk through the doors, or, you know, the gateway to this world, and you're surrounded by the magic immediately. You know, you can walk through the shops that you see in Hogsmeade, which is, you know, in the books, in the movies. You can, you know, purchase wands. You can, you know, go into the Three Broomsticks, which is this classic pub, you know, in the books. It's awesome.
It's just trying to like really make it feel like you're in the world that like Harry Potter's in, so it's cool.
Interesting, but and you did mention other, you know, Universal parks that have Harry Potter, but other amusement parks all over the world also have Harry Potter themed rides and themed areas. So why is this one at Universal City special and unique?
I think it's just because, you know, it's really, really focusing on, you know, giving you that full immersive experience. I mean, even with the main ride there, it's a mixture of 3D and just like all these really cool effects that really just like bring you in, and it feels so real.
Interesting, but to some of our viewers watching today, they might say, well, who cares? You know, so why should they care, and what would you say to them?
Why should they care? I guess if you're a Harry Potter fan, you should obviously care because this is a recreation of something that you've always really enjoyed. But if you're not, I'd say it's just an experience that you can't get anywhere else. It's like stepping into a whole new world that you can't see anywhere else. And if you don't know anything about Harry Potter, then you're going to learn a lot while you're there. So.
And just about you two, have you been on the ride yet? And if so, what was your favorite part? Or have you been there in general? And if not, when do you hope to go?
I have been there. I was one of the lucky ones that got to go to one of the soft openings a couple weeks ago. And it just exceeded my expectations full on. You know, the ride inside Hogwarts is my favorite. It's scary, it's funny, it's just a mixture of everything. And for a huge Harry Potter fan like myself, it was just completely unforgettable.
I haven't been yet, but now that there's one in LA, I'm obviously going to go really soon here. So.
Okay, well, there we go. Well, thank you to you both. Thank you so much for joining us today and for sharing your insights about this. It seems very exciting. And Kelly, back on over to you.
Thanks, Eitan. Annenberg Media reporter Maddie Keevy is live at Universal City outside of Wizarding World of Harry Potter right now. Maddie?
Muggles are rejoicing today. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter opens here in Universal Studios.
Hey, sorry, it looks like we have a little bit of technical difficulties, but thanks for watching See It Live from everyone here at Annenberg Media. I'm Kelly Rinke, and here
Kelly,
with my co-host.
Back
hey,
right in
Eitan.
time. Thank you. From there to here. All right.
I know, that was quick.
That was.
That was like a little workout for you.
It certainly was, and the Harry Potter world should be very exciting. So we thank you. And we are very looking forward to it. Have you been?
I've never been. I've been to the studios in London, but this park definitely seems a lot more fun. I'm kind of a roller coaster girl, so it seems cool. Or do you think you want to go?
I would love to go. I've been to Universal Studios on many occasions. Always a fun place to be, and they have a lot of different, a lot of various fun things, from Back to the Future and Jurassic Park, and now it seems like just one more attraction. Of course, we have other things going there. All right, we are back to Maddie, and Maddie, tell us the latest.
Are rejoicing. Starting at 6:30 a.m. this morning, Harry Potter fans were lined up outside to be some of the first. Muggles rejoice! Starting at 6:30 this morning, Harry Potter fans lined up outside of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Now, critics are already saying that this park in Hollywood is going to give Disney a run for its money, and it's even different than the Universal Studios in Orlando that has a similar. I mean, they've got 8 shops, 2 rides, and a restaurant, so you can sip on that delicious butterbeer. If you fans, you know what I'm talking about, until your heart's content. Now, already ticket sales online have crashed. Universal's a ticket kind of retailer, so fans are excited, Hollywood's excited, and it's going to be exciting to see how this park plays out for Universal Studios.
All right, that was Maddie Keevy, everybody. Maddie, thank you for the reporting over there at Universal City. And thank you, Kelly Rinke, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Todd.
Thank you, Kelly, and thank you for watching See You Live. From everyone at Annenberg Media, I'm Eitan Wallace.
And I'm Kelly Rinke. You can watch us on the web at uscannebergmedia.com. Good day.